the heart of why we started the LLN was really about empowering leaders and teachers to do what they believe to be best for their students and families. And that looked different for each of the 4 schools that founded the LLN, but at the heart of it was thinking that we could direct our resources, we could direct our time, and we could direct how we were educating our students in ways that we felt like were best for our communities.
The LLN is governed by a nonprofit model, and it is actually what allows us to center our students. So on one level, it serves as our foundation for flexibility. And our schools do have autonomy to think creatively, to meet the needs of the students that we specifically have. And it's always grounded in how we're going to meet those students. There's really not autonomy for anything else. The other part of it is that there's accountability with the district. So we have to meet the district's goals. Our board is accountable to the DPS board, and ultimately they serve to ensure that we're working together in partnership and collaboration, and that we're doing our part as a member of the broader DPS family. So our governance model has really served as, I'd say, an attractive balance of autonomy and accountability for school leaders, and that's what allows us continuity at the school level. It allows for sustained student success over the years.
So each of our schools have a specific innovation plan that they create every 3 years in partnership with their school-based teams, their teachers, their para-educators, and with their communities and students. And so what that means, especially in a context like Denver, which is so robust and geographically dynamic and diverse, is that in the unique neighborhood in which each of our schools is situated, that they design for that community in that localized context.
There's this inherent built-in community partnership, collaboration with schools, letting schools lead the work that they need to lead to get the results that they need for their community. That isn't always the case in other spaces. Sometimes there's a one-size-fits-all approach, but the LLN really individualizes their supports to each leader and to each school.
And then what our organization is able to do is we're able to come alongside those unique schools and their communities, and in alignment with that plan, we're able to listen to what those needs are, and we're able to say, what can we do to really be dynamic with you and to partner in response to what you need? That then we help to translate in partnership with Denver Public Schools to ensure that that school gets the supports and services that they need. So our support structure looks different and unique for each of our schools that we partner with.
So we look at data very intently, making sure that students are growing at the level we expect, and hopefully even more than that. And so over time, we've been consistently strong. The last few years especially, we've been doing really well. And what we're finding when we stack those data slices up against DPS, we're almost always at the top in terms of DPS's networks. And if we're not at the top, we're second or third more often than not. So that level of consistency across student populations, across our different school models, it tells us that our model's working.
That's the best return on investment any of us can make or do, is to pour back into the systems we know that work, is to make sure that we are supporting in our society the most important people who do the most important work every day, that we are clearing barriers for them, that we are empowering them within our systems and structures, that we are showing that we trust them and believe in them, and that we are funneling back into our schools every resource we can to ensure that our schools and our communities are set up for success.
Our work is not done, and what we want to continue to do is deliver academic results and non-academic results for students and families. We want to build a place where they're known, where they're valued, and they're prepared for whatever comes next, whether that's to middle school, to high school, wherever. And so for us, it's about continuing to partner with the communities that we serve, understanding what their needs are, and being flexible and responsive to those things.
The future of the LLN looks bright. What we've shown over the last 10 years is that trust, autonomy, and accountability equals strong results for our schools. And our theory of change that we started with 10 years ago still holds true to this very day. That if you empower your leaders and your teachers to do what's best for kids, then it's going to show up with strong results for students. We look forward to continue to serve our students and families in this way for years to come.